want to talk a little bit about balancing the reed. I think sometimes what happens is we go too far too soon when we're scraping, especially the tip. I have a reed here, which is blank, with a rough scrape. I think the cane is Alio. It's from my regular gouge. It's somewhat strong. But let's see if we can't continue on with this one, since I have started it. And we're going to try to do what we always try to do, and that is to get it to rattle. Get it to vibrate. When you're scraping the tip, you do have to come off the heart a bit, this region. You do have to come off of that to guarantee a smooth transition into the tip. Oh, that's interesting. Look what happened there. Probably clip that out eventually. Let's see if we have a rattle. See what that's looking like. I'm going to clip it to make the end. If it's not rattling, sometimes if you clip the end of the reed, it will give it more. I did make a little mistake there. I'm going to continue. What I call the channels. Some people call it other things. And when I scrape the back, I like to start into the back, not like, I know people like to lightly scrape starting from the back. No, I think it's important to start the scrape in the back so that your reed knife actually goes into the cane and you're not just grazing the surface. If you want to remove cane at first from the back, that's fine. But when you start scraping the back, it really needs to have a beginning. There. Well, it's looking pretty good. It's still rough. Haven't really done much with the tip. Seems like a good piece of cane. Let's clip it. Well, that's close to a C. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, it's about 71, close to a C. And I'm going to continue a little bit with the same thing that I've been doing and try to get it a little freer because it's a bit long. So you can tell I'm kind of scraping straight off of the heart. To keep that connection, not too not crazy defined, but we're still, and then scraping off the end. The balance of the tip is very important when we're making the reed. And it has to have this interplay between the center of the tip and the sides, and this connection with the heart in the blend. It's all part of it. So there's definitely blend there. It's blended and still long. I'm sure it's going to rattle a bit now, and that's okay. That's pretty much where it should be. I'm going to try to smooth it out a little bit here, make it a little prettier. I think we're going to clip that little nick right out. I think it'll be alright. So I'm just trying to thin the tip so that it's not too heavy at the end. Alright, there we go. That will hopefully clip that out. It's balanced pretty well. We get it to C, hopefully. Yeah, we're good. And we're about 71. Let's play it, see what we got. It responds well, doesn't sound great. So we're going to make it sound better. Then we'll have to clip it. I'm going to go run through kind of like through this region. And then we're going to have a little bit more definition and scrape the sides here, which helps with the tone, right? And that's why we do it. It also will create a certain amount of resistance so long as you don't do too much. Sometimes we go overboard with this, and that's what I mean when I say there's a balance. Depending on how you make your reeds and how strong the setup is, you can go overboard on the sides, and the next thing you know, the reed is vibrating from the sides to the center when it should be vibrating from the center to the sides. And so you'll have to go back and figure out that the center has to vibrate first. And then we're going to help with the tone a bit. Now, scraping the back is twofold. It kind of forces the reed to the front, but it also provides a certain amount of tone to the reed. And when you get behind the heart, it's a good idea to kind of have a catch, and then you scrape up and through it. At least that's how I do it. I think this will turn out. One little one. Yeah, so this reed I think is going to be fine. Let's play it, see what we have. It's just a little loose. I'm going to clip it one more time. But the reed vibrates very well, and it's very stable. It's just a little loose. I mean, you could play this reed, right? You got a Pops concert, Kitty concert, run out. There you go. It's a 10-minute reed. And it'll play, it's not going to change. And with this gouge, this style gouge, which is not overly strong, but strong enough, you're working with the tone of the reed. You don't want to do too much too fast. And You might want to save it for the haul, when you get down to the haul, and you can finish the reed down there. Because some hauls are one clip more and some hauls are one clip less. And when you play professionally, you begin to realize that. Yeah, this reed's fine. I could do more for it to help with the tone a little bit. I don't want to scrape any more in the tip because it's pretty much where it should be. It responds very well, and it plays very well. I would just want the tone to be a little more, have a little more in it. Let's try that again. Something like that, right? Yeah, that's a good reed. A little loose still, but it's balanced. It's well balanced so that it's very light to play. It responds really well, and you can do anything with it. You can phrase and slur up, slur down, good articulation. And that's because the center of the tip and the heart, the connection to the heart, is well balanced. What happens is sometimes if we do, depending on the gouge and all, right, if we do lots of definition early on in the making of the reed and we take a lot out in this region and it's still heavy in this region, then the reed will be imbalanced. Right? It will vibrate from the sides and not the center. The reed has to start vibrating from the center. This is very important that the vibrations run down the center of the reed. The tone is filtered through the sides of the reed, you see, and that's why American reeds have heavier sides, because we want more meat in the sound, more tone, and that's how you get it. So just be aware of that, the balance of the reed, particularly toward the front of the reed. Of course, we could finish more. When we get down to the hall, we'll finish it off, and it will be a terrific playing reed for you. If you got any questions, you can email me. If you have any suggestions, you can email. Until then, good luck with that.